PrivateVPN says it does things differently. Instead of renting servers in bulk, it buys internet capacity closer to the source, aiming to route traffic through networks that resemble standard ISP traffic rather than obvious data center VPN traffic. Think of it like this. Most VPNs try to get into the club with a fake ID, the bouncer checks it, and you're out. PrivateVPN's pitch is that it's wearing a staff badge instead, walking through the side door without drawing attention. Okay, so far so good, but here's the obvious concern. PrivateVPN doesn't have thousands of servers. The network is relatively small with only a few hundred locations. So the question is, does that lead to congestion? On a local server, speed stayed close to my baseline connection. I retained most of my bandwidth, latency stayed low, and 4K streaming ran smoothly. Upload speeds and ping remained consistent across repeated tests, which usually points to stable routing rather than short bursts of performance. On more distant servers, like jumping from the US to Japan, speed dropped, which is to be expected due to long distance routing and additional network hops. But even then, performance stayed fast enough for HD and 4K streaming without buffering. And I didn't run into congestion issues during testing. That said, with a smaller network, performance can depend more on where you're connecting from compared to massive providers. In real-world use, though, it didn't feel like a budget VPN. It felt stable, and while WireGuard is supported, it isn't always a simple in-app toggle on every platform, so setup can be slightly less streamlined than some bigger VPNs. And if you want a deeper breakdown on how WireGuard works and why it affects speed, then we've covered that in a separate dedicated video that I'll also link to down below. So here's where the value comparison really starts to stand out. PrivateVPN is usually around $2 a month on the longer term deals, noticeably cheaper than most major VPNs on long-term plans. Larger services often prioritize massive server networks and feature-heavy apps. PrivateVPN trades some of that polish for a smaller, more tightly controlled network that stays under streaming blocklist more consistently. If you need 5,000 servers to choose from, then this isn't the VPN for you. But if your priority is streaming, PrivateVPN is a hidden gem. We've linked to all of the best currently available deals down in the description box below, and signing up through that link also means that you get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can test out the streaming for yourself and see if it's a good fit for you and if the performance actually lives up to the hype. Plus, using that link also helps support these free videos, which we really appreciate. But as always, thanks so much for watching VPN Mentor, where we're testing claims so you don't have to. We'll see you in the next video.